views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Power comes from an inner knowing, inner joy, inner awareness, inner freedom, and a higher power. The Art of Powerful Living Radio with Robert Schoenfeld is here to inspire every human to live lives that are rich, fulfilling, on purpose, and fun. Get ready to take this journey and discover the power of joy in all aspects of life. This show is life transforming. You will hear Dr. Pat and Robert discuss topics on joy, love, art, and expanding our minds to what's possible. Join Dr. Pat Basile and Robert Schoenfeld in the Art of Powerful Living Radio, starting right now.
Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so great connecting with all of you. And what I love about this is being able to have a conversation with all of you about what this means in life to say yes to what we do, and more importantly, to know that we are fully energized. That's what the Art of Powerful Living is about. Robert is joining me here today. Now, wait, before we jump into it, this is a super powerful message for today. So one of the things I want you to know is that, he's not just a gifted artist and an author and a teacher and healer, radio host. He is somebody that so connects with the human heart at a global level, and does so in many ways. The radio show is one way. His fabulous, fabulous book is another. But most importantly, today you're going to experience where Robert's art comes from. It is so deep. Some people may say that each of us have been touched by something so much greater than ourselves. And being touched in that way calls forth for us the genius that we were meant to express. That's what Robert is about. He does it through his art, through his message, through his teachings, through his coaching. And imagine working with a coach that has written a book about joy. Imagine that. This is the time and the age we live in. So fasten your seatbelts, because today we're going to be talking about, the art of creating a powerful, new, and brilliant future. Robert, this is awesome. Great to have you. Great show.
Thank you, Dr. Pat. Wonderful to be here.
Let's talk about the inspiration for today's show. Creating a powerful, new, and brilliant future. I think that's so important, especially given what's happening here on September 20th from a spiritual perspective. Tell me a little bit about what called this forth in you.
Exactly. Well, I think all of us, Dr. Pat, have that dream and that desire in us to live wonderful, magnificent lives and to live in a world that exemplifies that. And unfortunately, it isn't quite there yet. So what I do every morning, I wake up, I ask, what does the world need now? And sometimes there's an answer, sometimes there's not. But most of the time, there is. And the answer came so clear that there are people that are hurting out there right now, Dr. Pat. Yeah. In fact, all of us have a hunger and a desire to go higher than we are. Yeah. And that's where this came from, because we can go higher. And it's really up to us to gain some tools and to live that joy and that magnificence.
Yeah. I think you really nailed it when you started to talk about there is something within each of us. And my sense is that it's coming forward. We look at what's happening in Florida. We look at what happened in Houston. And I'm also observing the people that have come forward in amazingly creative ways that we're thinking, wow, I'm going to get off my couch and I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to buy a bunch of boats and I'm going to bring some supplies to Key West. So this is really finding your life's mission, even if it comes out of devastation.
No, it's very true. And sometimes that's how it happens. And Dr. Pat, you really hit on something there, because not only are we doing things as an individual, but the whole country came together. And what if we could do even bigger, get the whole world to come together? And then let's even go a step bigger if we can. Let's bring the whole universe together and really, make this world the world that we really have the dream of. And what we can talk about later too in the talk is intention and attention. Dr. Pat, where we put our attention is so important. So if we're watching TV and we're seeing all the stress and anger and things that are on, going on in the world, that's going to grab our attention. But Dr. Pat, what if we can put our attention on things that are more enjoyable, more beautiful, more loving, and create that world that we're trying to create? We are so powerful, and we just now need to tap that power.
Well, what I want to ask you about is this idea of finding your life's mission. Let's talk about this because, I don't think our life's mission is lost. So, we're seeking, hoping to find. What is it for you that helps you help so many others find their goal in life, find their purpose, find their mission? And how do we know when we've hit it?
Exactly. And you just hit it perfectly right there, Dr. Gott, because it's a moving target sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
As we, your mission when you're 18 might be different from when you're 40, and when you're different when you're 60. But I'll tell you, Dr. Pat, once you find it, you're just filled with a great joy and a great sense of invincibility, that you know where you're going in life, what you're supposed to do. And when you get up in the morning, you have that smile on your face, you're enthusiastic, and you're going forward. So you're 100% right. Once we find it, it's like, bang, you go. And then as life evolves, your mission evolves too.
I want to hear from you, your mission. Let's start there if we could, because, we go on a journey, we do things in life. It's funny, Robert, we're talking about this because my friend Gail Torr has been saying to me, look at, you're going to write your book, you're going to write your book, you're going to write your book. And the other day she said to me, I need a 1-page from you. I'm getting ready to talk to a publisher. And it was like a deer with the lights in my eyes. But then I went to spirit. For you, how did you create your personal mission? And please share it with everyone.
Of course. So, there's many ways I can answer that. I've had wonderful mentors in my life. I've also spent a lot of time in meditation and prayer. I've been meditating for well over 40 years now.
Yeah. And
I've been in large groups of meditators, which is very powerful. We can talk about that a little later. But you have to go inward, Dr. Pat. It's really, I know that sounds, we've talked about that before, but without silence, without reflection, it's just too surfacey. And you really need to spend that time alone and inside in nature, wherever you might find it. And my message came very clear, and it's been with me now for many, many years. My mission is very simple. It's to bring beauty and joy into the world. And so every day, that's what I do. I get up and do my best to bring beauty, joy. And if I can add a little love in the world too, that's great too.
I want to talk with you about this because I love that you're talking about silence. Now, I grew up in New York City, right? And they say it's a city that never sleeps. Well, it's also the city that never goes without a peep. There is never quiet. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And so I've had to go outside and do some extraordinary things like you in the outside world, vision questing, things that I had never done so that I could be quiet enough, long enough to actually figure out that there's a message that's trying to get to me. How have you figured this out to work for you so that you're able to sit here today? We're able to talk about art and we're able to talk about love and joy.
Well, it's a process like everything else. And Dr. Pat, if I could say, I don't have all the answers. And the thing is, life is an evolution on an individual level and on the collective level. I'm still searching myself. I'm still looking for the answers. And I think that's part of life. I don't think we ever really get to what the goal, and that's part of the fun of it. If we can make this an adventure and just something we have to strive for and work for, and I've got to go do my 20 minutes of meditation or my 5 minutes of yoga or whatever. What if we could make this a joyful adventure and just enjoy this process?
Yeah. Now, listen, there's a date coming up here in a couple of days that is super important. I mean, how important is it, Robert? Tell us about it.
Well, I could say that's the most powerful day ever, every year, and I wouldn't be overstating the situation.
That's right.
This Wednesday at sundown is the most powerful day of creation. What this day signifies on the calendar, on the Jewish calendar, and in the Bible, is Rosh Hashanah, which is the new year. And what it is, it's the date that Adam and Eve were born. So it's this Wednesday, the 20th of September, at sundown for a 24-hour period is one of the most powerful periods of evolution, of growth, and of spiritual strength in the whole year.
Yes. And what I'd like to do at the moment is we're going to talk more about it. Let's take a short break, Robert. When we come back, we're going to talk about the call to action that we all need right now. Robert Schoenfeld. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back.
Are you struggling in a relationship and deeply craving some tools and support to get things back on track? Do you crave having a loving, compassionate relationship with Mr. Right, but always seem to pick Mr. Wrong? Well, Sarah Luce can help. She's created a 4-week online course starting September 28th that will teach you how to shift your energy and behavior to have new transformative outcomes. And you're going to get a personal one-on-one session with Sarah to ensure you get powerful, personal results. Sign up today at sarahluce.com.
Tune in to Mainstream Metaphysics Radio to harness your connection with the universe to effect change for optimal success and happiness. Named one of the country's top psychics, Eve now brings her insights and gifts to this weekly hit call-in show, joined by visionaries, leaders, and gifted others, but mostly you. Jot it down, Thursdays, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Did you know that all of the shows on the Transformation Radio Network are available as podcasts to stream or download?
Really?
Check us out. Go to transformationradio.fm. We have business shows, spiritual shows, energy healing shows, and pretty much everything in between. Something for everyone, guaranteed to inspire, educate, and transform. We are transforming the world, one listener at a time.
Gain powerful insight and practical tools to support you on your spiritual journey. Access your higher self and tune in every second and fourth Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific to A Life Untethered with Andrew Martin, Walking the Path of Freedom. Andrew is a highly attuned, intuitive oracle, energy worker, spiritual teacher, and international radio host. For more about Andrew and his services, visit thelightedones.com.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Discover the healing medicine from the giant monkey tree frog Cambo. Cambo practitioner Ginny Rutherford and professional psychic Todd Rolson have come together for lively discussions of alternative healing medicines from the Amazon. Ginny and Todd bring you Cambo Talk Radio. Tune in each Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific to hear from guests all over the world with real life stories and the medicinal benefits of Cambo. For more information, visit cambokiss.com.
All that you've been, of all that you are.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. You are so tuning in to a show whose time has come. The Art of Powerful Living Radio with Robert Max Schoenfeld joining me here today is about a powerful message. Today we're talking about the art of creating a powerful new and brilliant future. And the reason that is an important conversation for us to have is because we alluded to all of you that in a few days there will be a very special day that's coming. And we've been talking about it a lot. Other than it being Linda's birthday, of course, it's also the birthday of a couple of other folks. Robert, before we jump back into it, I know that you work with people all over the world, and your coaching incorporates various aspects of creativity. Some of it may include art, all of the above. But the thing that's most important about this is you help people step in to powerful living. How can people find out more about you?
Sure. My website's my full name, Robert Max Schoenfeld. My phone number is 206-722-1988. And I have a separate website for my art, and it is schoenfeldart.com.
Awesome. So again, let's just recap on this really fabulous day that's coming up here on the 20th. And you started to tell us why it's important, but in the context of the show today, it's also important so that we know and can tap into the energy to create this powerful vision, right?
Exactly. So once again, the date is called Rosh Hashanah, and in Hebrew that means head of the new year or head of the year. And basically, this is the time that the creator of the universe, and now get this is huge, created man and woman, mankind. So all of consciousness was created on this day. And the power of that we can use is remarkable. So there's a 24-hour period from sundown this Wednesday night till sundown Thursday night that you can use as your own personal time to meditate, reflect, be with friends, and to really set your whole goals for the next year. And what you'll find is this will be a springboard that'll make this year hopefully the most amazing year of your life.
Amazing year, but it's a springboard. And what do we need to do to prepare for the springboard? And, the reason I say that is because, sometimes I've thought I was prepared, or sometimes I thought that, maybe I didn't need to do anymore, or maybe I thought I was further along than where I was, or maybe I thought I wasn't further along than where I wanted to be. But tell us what your sense is and what you're doing.
Okay, so from the most mundane to the most spiritual, okay? So one thing I'm doing is I'm cleaning my house. So what you want to do is have your surroundings as clean as possible.
Yeah.
Inside and outside. And then I'm spending a lot of time meditation, and I'll be spending a lot of time in prayer. I'll be at synagogue for a 48-hour period. And basically it's in a lot of silent prayer as well as collective prayer. And what we're doing is seeing if we can stir something in us that grows, is planting a new seed for new consciousness, new awareness, new, and to really see if we can create this world that we want. As I mentioned before, I think we all have that little seed in us, that burning desire to see something better than we have right now. Mm-hmm. This is a great opportunity. So what I recommend, and we'll talk about this a little later too, is that between now, you have 36 hours.
Yeah.
Spend some time in quiet. Spend some time in reflection. But also, see if your whole family, do it as a family unit. Each one spend a little time separate in reflection and meditation, writing down their vision, but then come together and share it. Have a powwow where you get together and kind of share your visions and see how you can do individual missions, but then also as a collective. It's very powerful.
And what is the timing of doing that?
So you have, like I say, 36 hours between now and sundown on Wednesday night. And then when you're in that period, that 24-hour period, that's when you just really go deeper. A lot more time in prayer, meditation, and just reflection. It's just a great, opportunity. It's also, Dr. Pat, the new moon. And there's an energy, when the moon grows, there's an energy that grows with it.
So what I love about this is there are very specific times and there's a reason for it. But you've also created 8 ways to help us understand how to bring our vision for a brilliant life into being. And I want to talk about that and make sure we get those covered, because for people they're thinking, where do I start? Now, I know we've talked about silence and meditation and asking for this divine guidance, right. But what happens after that?
Okay, great. So there are some wonderful techniques, and these are all in my book. So basically, you can review it there. And we'll also make a YouTube of this so that you can see this. But like you say, right, the first one, of course, is the silence, meditation, and prayer, and asking for guidance and for wisdom. Secondly, it's what I call living words. We are powerful, and our voice is powerful, and our words are very powerful. So if we can use words like courage, vision, certainty, abundance, freedom, and breathe those into our being so that my whole essence is freedom. My whole essence is creativity. My whole essence is vision. And that's how I walk through my day 24/7. Very powerful.
And when we're looking at this, there's no right, there's no wrong way. It's just the essence of when we bring things together like this, to be able to look at how do we step forward. Now, again, you mentioned in your book, tell people the title of your book and how they can get a copy of it, please.
Sure. The book is called For the Love of Joy. It's a 30-day process, bring more happiness, abundance, health, and wealth into your life. And it's on Amazon. So you can find it through my name, Robert Mack Schoenfeld, or again, the title, For the Love of Joy.
Okay. So, Robert, in moving through some things and creating this vision, sometimes we create a vision, but it's not a powerful one. And, I was listening to someone this morning. I always start my day, listening to something uplifting for me. And I was really struck by the fact that we have been told throughout time to ask, and not ask about, geez, I love to get my laundry done, but ask in the sense of the expansive nature of the universe. Ask big. What have you discovered along the way that can help people learn to move beyond the limitation of their own asking?
Excellent question. So, Dr. Pat, the way I would answer that is to know who you are. So, you are a creation of the divine, of the creator of the universe. So, you are a part of this creation. This creation is fully abundance. So, basically, it's a matter of knowing who you are and living that. So, Dr. Pat, if you were the daughter of the king, how would you hold yourself? Would you hold yourself down like this, or would you hold yourself up like this? And not right. With arrogance, but with clarity, with refinement, with nobility, and with grace. Grace is a wonderful word. What if we could walk through life feeling this way, that we are the child of the creator of the universe. We are the child of the master. And we exemplify that. And to show that with every word we speak, with every action we take, with every thought we have. If we could just today walk through the life, stand a little bit taller and a little bit more with your essence of who you are and shining that to the world. Dr. Pat, one of the things I'm so excited about is the idea that we are so powerful that eventually, this is where we're going, and this is the vision I would love everybody to have, that you talked about the hurricanes. And we know that there's homelessness, there's disease, there's poverty, there's still wars. What if, just by our essence, there will be no more wars? There'll be no more disease. There'll be no more hurricanes, or we can stop hurricanes just by our presence. That's where we're going. Dr. Pat, if we could hold that vision if we can have that awareness as not only as individuals, but the 7.4 billion people in this world have that vision, it will come about. That's how powerful we are.
Let's talk about what you have for those of you listening today on Facebook or watching on Facebook. You've even changed your style of art a little bit. You have a picture behind you. I'd love for you to talk about that for a minute.
Sure. So as I mentioned before, my concept, my mission in life is to bring beauty and joy in this world. I am so fortunate, Dr. Pat. I get up every morning, and one of the first things I do is go out and paint. And it's been sunny here in Seattle, so I've been outside. I have a large patio, and I'm out painting every morning. It is so much fun. It's like being a 5-year-old again out there, in the world. So the creative process is one of the most joyful processes there are. And the thing about the creative process, it's always changing. So, Dr. Pat, as you've seen, my paintings have evolved. You saw my paintings a couple months ago, how different they are now compared to where they were. And so that's part of the joy. If we're still doing the same thing 5 years from now, or 5 years ago that we're doing now, you're not being creative. So every 2 days I have a breakthrough, hopefully, and that's where the joy comes from, is that bubbling up of, you do this, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you're playing, and one of the things is to take it lightly also, not to take yourself too seriously, just to have fun, and be in the process, be in the flow. And I think there is a flow.
Yeah.
I'll get into it.
Now, when we come back, we are going to be you're going to take us on a guided meditation. Tell us a little bit about that so folks can be ready when we come back from break.
Exactly. This is going to be very powerful. What we're going to do is see if we can actually find your mission by putting you into a very quiet state. So you need to be able to close your eyes. So only do this if you're not driving, if it's safe to do so. So if you can, find some place that's quiet, that you won't be disturbed for about 10, 15 minutes, and let's have some fun.
Awesome. Let's take a short break, everyone. We'll be right back. The Art of Powerful Living Radio, Robert Schoenfeld, and I'm Dr. Pat. We'll be right back with a fabulous guided meditation.
Are you ready to start winning at the game of life? Lynn Brown, host of Get Into It, Winning at the Game of Life, is here to help you reach places and goals that you never thought possible. Lynn is an intuitive healer with a specialized background in financial healing. She combines her intuitive nature and her wholesome approach to financial planning. To learn more about her financial planning services, contact her personally at intuit.com.
Hi, this is Laura Richer, host of On the Verge Radio. Sometimes you hear encouraging messages like transform your life now, become empowered, create the life you crave, and it all seems overwhelming and you're not sure where to start. I'm here to tell you that self-improvement is not always fun and easy, but it is always worth it. The path to creating positive changes begins with releasing the things that have been holding you back. Then you can create a life that inspires you. I know this because I've done it. You can find out more about what I do by visiting my website, seattlehealinghypnosis.com. I look forward to supporting you on your journey.
Amber Teal, founder of The Healthy Edge, is bringing you the hit show Healthy Edge Radio, living with power, passion, and purpose. Amber provides the support and tools necessary for you to finally release the weight and emotions that are hidden beneath the weight. Tune in each month on Transformation Talk Radio. For more information on how you can take the next step with Amber, visit getthehealthyedge.com.
Live your magnificence, for the love of joy is a precious gift offered to us by Robert Schoenfeld, host of the Art of Powerful Living Radio. He takes us on an incredible 30-day adventure to expand our minds and hearts with the nectar of life, love, and joy. This book will help you bring more joy, love, health, abundance, adventure, romance, and magnificence into your life.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Steffen each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthисfunny.com.
Calling all moms, it's time to awaken your vibrant, intuitive, loving self in every area of your life. Join host Debbie Pokornik as she shares thoughts, stories, and tools to help you stand in your power. Listen to Vibrant, Powerful Moms helping everyday women create extraordinary lives. Mondays at 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. For more information about Debbie, visit empoweringenergy.com. That's empowering with letters NRG.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen, for more information about Robert, you could go to robertmacschoenfeld.com. You can go to schoenfeldart.com, or you can go to theartofpowerfulliving.com. All of the above. It'll get you exactly to where you want to go. You can get a copy of his book as well on Amazon. As well as anything else that you might need from his website. Right now, Robert, we're going to experience what you talked about earlier in the show. What happens when we get quiet? So please help us here.
Of course. So again, only do this if it's safe to do so. So please find someplace that you won't be disturbed for the next 15 minutes. This could be a very powerful, life-changing event. And what we find is that when large groups of people come together and do something that's even more powerful, and Dr. Pat, you have about 35,000 listeners all over the country, all over the world, listening to this program. So if we can get
35,000 an hour.
Yes. So if we can get 35,000 people right now, in this meditation, this could change a lot of things, not only in our own lives, but in some maybe small way or even large way. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
A new calming in the world, So again, Dr. Pat, what I'm all about is a couple of things here. Helping people find their mission. And then the other thing is taking that mission and doing something wonderful with it. To really create that world I just talked about, where we can stop the hurricanes, where there'll be almost no poverty, very little disease, more abundance, more joy, more love, happier families. That's the goal here. And that's the vision I really want everyone to carry for the rest of their lives. So are you ready? Would you like
I'm ready.
Let's sample a little bit of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of slow breathing with our eyes closed. And then I'm going to walk you through a really wonderful, soft meditation. And hopefully you'll have a smile the whole way through. So if everybody would sit comfortably. And take a breath in. And I won't say take a breath out, just naturally take a breath out. Take another breath in. And please close your eyes. Another breath in. So we are all breathing together. Think of that, 35,000 people all breathing in synchronicity. There's a huge power in this. We are now all in sync. Another breath in. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Relax your back. Another breath in. Now just breathe comfortably. And on your next breath, feel like you are going higher, that you're going up into the higher heavens. And your next breath in, even higher. And as you go higher, there's more light. And it's almost like in your third eye, it's just being filled with light. And let's go higher. And let's go higher. And now you're feeling a glow in your stomach, that there's a new joy in your stomach, a new happiness. Let's go higher. Another breath in. And now the light is just very, very brilliant, very intense. On the next breath in, we're going to breathe that light down into us. So take a breath in. You're lighting up your higher chakras. Your third eye is lit up. Your throat chakra is lit up. Another breath in. Your heart chakra is lit up. Sacral chakra is lit up. Another breath in. Your base chakra is lit up. Another breath in. Now we're going to go ground. So all the way down, as you breathe in, take this light all the way down to the core of the earth, lighting up the earth. Another breath in, more light into the earth. And even more light into the earth. And now, one more time, more light in the earth, and all life on the earth now is glowing in this light. All life, all human life, all animals, all trees, everything is glowing in this light. Now with the next breath in, we're going to pull that light back into us. So we're pulling it up into our heart. Another breath in. So now your heart is glowing with this light. Another breath in. Glowing even more. One breath in. Now your whole being is totally glowing. And as you look in your heart, what do you see? You see a treasure chest. And this treasure chest is glowing. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. It's warm. And you feel totally warm inside. Your whole body is feeling warm and glowing. And you notice on the treasure chest in the front, there's an M. And on the back of the treasure chest, there's a W. And the M stands for your divine mission. And the W on the back stands for divine wisdom. And the next breath in, you're going to breathe both of those into your heart. So you're going to be breathing in divine mission and divine wisdom. Take a breath in. And again, you're glowing. And every time you take a breath in, you're glowing more. One more breath in. Just think of 35,000 people all over the world glowing right now. Another breath in. As you now notice, on the sides of this treasure chest, there's the letter L, and on the other side, an A. The L stands for love, the A stands for abundance. We're going to breathe all four of these in now. Your mission, your wisdom, your love, and your abundance. Take a breath in. And you're glowing, just feeling warm in the stomach area and all throughout your area. The brain now is lit up, your pineal is lit up. All of your chakras are glowing. Your entire being is glowing. Wherever you're going to go from now on, you are going to be glowing. Another breath in. And as we take another breath in, even glowing more. And now you notice on the top of this treasure chest is a G. This G stands for gratitude and humility. And now you're going to breathe in all five of these at one time. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Another strength. Another breath in. Another breath out. And on the bottom of this treasure chest is a P. And this P stands for power. And now you're going to breathe in all six of these attributes. Another breath in. You are glowing, you are powerful, you are loving, you're magnificent. You're in great wisdom, you're in great mission. Another breath in. Another breath out. And now just relax into this. And as if a soft smile comes to your face, that's great. And receive. Be in a receptive mode. Whatever the divine wants to give you, there may be a gift coming to you right now. Your hands might be on your knees, palms up, and your heart is in a totally receptive attitude. Another breath in, receiving. Another breath in, receiving more. Your palms might be tingling. Mine are totally tingling right now. My stomach is hot and warm and joyful. My brain is lit up. Hopefully yours is too. Another breath in. And now with gratitude in your heart, you can say a prayer of thanks, for it is complete.
Let's take a short break, everyone. We'll be right back.
We are searchlights we can see in the dark. We are rockets pointed up at the stars.
Thrive is what we experience when our mind, body, and soul operate as one. When we thrive, we excel on all levels. Thrive is the mindset that matters. It is essential to our being. Have you ever found yourself looking for the instruction manual on how to thrive? You'll find everything you need to help you feel strong, powerful, and peaceful in your own body. So don't waste any more time. Visit thrivebyjen.com today.
Are you traveling most of your day? Do you want to take Transformation Talk Radio with you anywhere you go? Well, guess what? There's an app for that. Just go to the App Store on your Apple device or the Google Play Store on your Android and search Transformation Talk Radio. Catch all of our live shows no matter where you are. Thanks for listening.
In this day and age, if you don't reinvent yourself, you may never find balance, peace, and the sustainable life that is your birthright. Angela Watson-Robertson, known as the Reinvention Warrior and the host of breakthrough radio show Masters of Reinvention, is here to help you reinvent every area of your life. Tune in and hear from the best in the personal transformation business and discover tips and tools for positive change. Live every month on Transformation Talk Radio.
Tune in to the Psychic Professor's Show, The Voices of Spirit Radio, with international medium and spirit artist Dr. Susan Barnes on Transformation Talk Radio, featuring a variety of spiritual topics such as psychic art, spiritualism, EVP, psychic development, and mediumship. This hit call-in show provides listeners with breakthrough wisdom to enliven and enlighten their lives. Visit spiritartgallery.net for show days and times.
Get ready to experience Truth Talk Radio with host Deb Acker. Tune in to Truth Talk Radio each Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com to illuminate the truth in your daily life as you experience life, love, and abundance from a whole new perspective. This hit show will leave you feeling lighter and bring you into a place of infinite possibilities every day in every way. Visit TruthTalkRadioshow.com for upcoming transformative topics and guests.
Interested in deepening your spiritual practice? The School for Esoteric Studies offers online training to spiritual seekers from all paths of life and individual coaching. Our courses synthesize Eastern and Western spiritual traditions based on meditation, study, and service applied to everyday life. To learn more about our courses and services, please visit www.esotericstudies.net.
Too far. What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answer?
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to The Art of Powerful Living Radio with Robert Schoenfeld and me, Dr. Pat. Robert, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. We had said earlier in the show that we were going to now circle back around for a call to action. Tell us about that. And what is it we're asking folks to do?
Beautiful. And I'm really not asking you to do anything. This is really for your own benefit and for the benefit of the world. So if you choose to do it, fantastic. But this time right now, in not only in human history, is fantastic, but this next 48 hours is a very, very powerful time. And as I mentioned before, it's the holiday of Rosh Hashanah, the head of the new year. It starts sundown on Wednesday night, this Wednesday night, the 20th, and goes till sundown Thursday. So it's a 24-hour period. It's a very high spiritual time that you can evolve and grow and find out more about who you are and what your mission is and ways of going about doing it. But like anything, Dr. Pat, you don't just jump into something. You need to prepare before you do it. If you're an athlete, an Olympic athlete, you spend years and years preparing for that moment. So we've got 36 hours right now to prepare. And what I would say is spend some time, like I mentioned, by yourself in meditation, in reflection, in prayer. Spend some time with friends and family, also talking about what are your joys in life? What are your goals in life? And how can you fulfill it in the next 365 days until this day comes around next year? So it's a very powerful time, and it's a gift. And I'm offering, and the divine, offers this to you every year. And it's up to you if you want to take advantage of it. It's up to you.
So tell us a little bit about what happens with this, because I think that's super important to discuss.
Okay. So it's almost like the creator of the universe set in motion, when God created the universe, set in motion certain things for the human being to evolve. And this is just an opportunity that has been given to us. And, as I mentioned, there are 8 things that we can do right now to move this forward. One is to be in silence and meditation, like I mentioned. The other is to live in these words I mentioned, what are courage, vision, clarity, grace, abundance. So carry those with you wherever you go. Third, add a little kindness to yourself, kindness to other people, and see if you can spread that kindness around, because that's what the world really needs right now. 4, put together a plan. Get together with your family and friends. Put together a mission for your family and a mission that you want to accomplish this year. You can possibly work with homeless. You can put something on Facebook, join a Facebook group or start a Facebook group. Number 5, have some fun. Lighten up. Life is to be enjoyed. And so if you're not smiling while you're doing this, then you need to change that a little bit. Number 6, be creative, be flexible, be resilient, be receptive, and be humble. Humility is a really important part of all this. 7, carry this vision with you 24/7. If you felt something from that meditation, and I hope you did, can you imagine there are 35,000 people doing this? Carry this light with you 24/7 now, and go out and wherever you are, glow. Live that magnificence that you are. And number 8, be thankful. So those are the 8 steps. If you do those 8 steps in the next, 48 hours, you're going to have, I think, a very, very dynamic, powerful, and fun year.
Yeah, because we're setting the stage for the next year.
That's right.
And, traditionally, we've looked at different years and what they mean, especially in the tradition that you're talking about. Looking at whether it's the 7th year, whether it's Jubilee, whatever it is, and looking at the power of this. But for some reason, this year in particular, it seems to be getting a very global attention. It seems to be getting, this global momentum and energy. What do you think that's about? What do you think this new moon here is about?
First of all, you hit it right on. There's a worldwide consciousness waking up right now. So we are moving into this beautiful world that I described. It's just now up to us to maybe make it more fun and accelerate it a little bit. But this year on the Jewish calendar, on the Hebrew calendar, is 5,778. So this is going back 5,778 years ago. That adds up to a 9-year. 9 is a completion year. Mm-hmm. And so, it's up to us now to make it a completion year. It's, and like I say, it's work and it's fun. There's that song, Row, Row, Row Your Boat Gently Down the Stream. A lot of what I talked about here is pushing, and not just pushing, but working and making progress and everything else. But it's so important just to relax and to get in the flow and just to kind of row your boat gently down the stream and gently navigate as you go. That this needs to be a fun adventure. And if you have a smile in your heart and love in your eyes and taking action at the same time, I think you're going to have a great year.
This is really important for all of us. I mean, to really look at, and my favorite word ever is the word desire. And that word has such spiritual meaning. We get a lot of grief for saying the word want or need, but there's something really pure about the word desire. And I think what you're asking us to do is really tap in to that heartfelt, all-wise, energy of desire, to make sure that this year, this is a completion year, that, if you're thinking you got to clean your closets, you really want to get on that. But the other part of it is, if there's a dream that you need to take off the shelf and kick it into gear, you need to do it.
Exactly. And what could be more fun?
Right.
What if we all had a magic wand and we just picked it up, and anything that we wanted, perfect health, a happy relationship, wonderful children, great abundance, a trip to Italy, whatever it wants. What if we could do that? That's where we're moving to. And I think that we can do that. And if we all have this kind of vision and this desire to live in that kind of a world, it's going to happen. So we're on board.
Well, one last thing. This is also a new moon, so it has that shiny newness. I want to ask you again, please let folks know how they can find out more about you, but also what's your personal message? What would you like to leave us with here, to help us step into that newness of what's happening, but also the magnitude of what's possible?
Right. So the whole message is magnificence. That you, as a human being, have been given this magnificent gift. And all you need to do now is realize and appreciate that gift and go out and shine it to the world. That's the whole gift. That's the whole message here. And it's wonderful. It's fun. So how you find me, once again, very easy. My website, Robert Schoenfeld, robertmacschoenfeld.com. My art is schoenfeldart.com. Feel free to give me a call, 206-722-1988.
As a friend of mine said, this year is a year of making love to life.
That's perfect.
I know. It's with the tenderness, it's with the caring, it's with the year of cherishing. Robert, thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you. What a great show.
It's been a joy. Thank you, Dr. Pat. Thank you very much.
And I want to just say for all of you, if you've missed any part of this, of course, it's going to be available on Facebook. And you can go ahead to Facebook at Transformation Talk Radio. Also, tonight, we will play this again. And Robert's going to be pulling pieces of this so he can post what this is about and how to join the energy, the movement, and the action for all of us to come together and create a better world. Thank you all for tuning us in, turning us on. We've got another hour coming up. Stay tuned.
You've been listening to The Art of Powerful Living Radio with Robert Schoenfeld and Dr. Pat Basile. Powerful living doesn't stop here. Join the billions of people around the world in a global moment of joy. Visit globalmomentofjoy.com and discover love, beauty, joy, and happiness because Robert knows you deserve it. And be sure to tune in once a month with Robert Schoenfeld and Dr. Pat Basile for The Art of Powerful Living Radio.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.